So I'm doing this thing again, except this time I've really discovered how this really works. So unlike last time with the whole, like, a lot of conditions and stuff, this is really simple conditions. The only conditions you need, one side of your hero has to be against terrain, or not even against terrain, as long as you're close to terrain. I'll show you that later. But as long as you're close to unpathable terrain,
very well,
and there's an enemy that's outside of your maximum range, like I'm using this Rubik as my extreme example because he's so far away from all these radiant heroes. And you can break Pounce with both spells and auto attacks. So here I'll show you, this is a Pounce, and then 1, 2, 3, it gets around 3 hits into the Pounce, and I'll show you on the combat log, Slark and Tinker. It is, receives Leash debuff at 2340 and loses it at 2691, which is what it should happen because that's around 3.5 seconds, which is how long the leash duration lasts. Except, so this bug is breaking it early. As you can see, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to use Tinker's laser on Rubik, and then he just walks away.
This way.
And we will look at the combat log and see that it is actually less than 3.5 seconds. So we see that Tinker gets out in less than 2 seconds actually, because of the bug where if you use any single target spell on any unit that's out of your maximum range while you're leashed by Slark or the Disruptor, as I'll show you later, then you just get out. It just breaks it immediately. And I didn't spam click or anything, I'll show you again, I just have to click it once. Just do that. Just, oh, I missed. You know what, I'll just do that again. Whatever.
Okay. I should say so. Now you're talking.
Do it once, find him, I clicked once, I look over here,
Tinkering
and I will go back here and show you Slark and Tinker. Again, it is leash debuff at 45, loses it at 47. That is not 3.5 seconds.
Are you thinking
what's even more apparent, like for certain heroes who don't have single target spells, you can actually do this with their auto attacks. As you can see here, I'm just going to pounce him again. I'm just going to spam auto attacks on Rubik. I don't want to move these two.
I'm in complete agreement.
But it should have broken. Although this one, like with auto attacks, there's actually a delay, so I'm not sure if it actually breaks. Oh, it actually broke before 3.5. You can see 1214 to 1501, so that's only around 3 seconds. So auto attacks, you can break it with auto attacks, but it is with a noticeably longer delay. But it's still consistent. It always happens. So I can just do it again, and I'm just going to spam click, and I have escaped the leash. Slark and Tinker, there you go. So Tinker takes it at 47 and loses at 48, yeah. Oracle and Wraith King were just here to just like, I don't think I have to do that again to show you, because it's the same thing, like with all their single target spells, like Wraithfire and all of these, including False Promise on allies, it works the exact same way. You just break through the leash easily. It does not work on Fortune's End. So like one of the Redditors talked about it's like, because what actually happens with Pounce, Kinetic Field, and Fortune's End is that you actually get your movement speed reduced to 0.
That's right.
I tried it with these 3 heroes who all do that with their disables, and it works on these 2, does not work on the Oracle. So I'm going to here show you how it works for Disruptor. And no, it doesn't actually have to be like a huge wall or anything. This is also unpathable. So I'm not even hugging it like this, right? I can actually walk out to like around here. I'm just gonna casually Kinetic Field, and then I'm just gonna
fire in the hole.
And I just walked out. You can see it's still up.
Quick.
Here I'm gonna do this again, and now I'm just gonna wrong person again. Okay, here. I will do that again, except select the correct heroes. So I've selected that, and just spam right clicks, and I have escapes, the Kinetic Field. So yeah,
blazes.
That's the bug, and that's how it works. I will just show you. Actually, I think from this range, like to show you just how ridiculous it is, I think this should work.
I'm going.
It's not. spam wrong third person, that's fine. Should work from this range.
On it.
Yeah, it worked from that range. Like, you don't even have to be super
Yes.
close to a wall or unpackable terrain. As long as you're, like, marginally close to it, you only have to be facing the...
Burn a
Like, you
path.
don't have to butt your head against terrain at all, even. As long as you're marginally close, I can just do that
Fire in the hole.
and just break 3. Just like that.
I go like the blazes.
So, I don't know how easy this is to fix, because I think it's an actual terrain bug, but,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
your bug. Hashtag sorry loadout.